For some time, I have been going to YouTube for guidance. I have been going to YouTube for answers to all these questions that I've had. Is this right? Is this wrong? Like, am I wrong? Is that person wrong? Like, who's wrong in this situation? I would go to YouTube. That was just my solution. That was my therapy. I was learning, I was gaining knowledge, I was gaining, like, I had so many tips, so many hacks, so many, like, at one point, I wanted to create this book of all the things that I learned. I was literally inflating with this like self-righteousness and arrogance and pride. Not that I knew what was best for everyone else, but I felt that I knew what was best for me, what was best for my life, that I knew how to create my life. And I thought, with all this knowledge, like, I'm only going up from here. This is just the beginning. I'm in the stage of learning, but I'm about to apply all of this. I'm going to help so many people. So, with all this knowledge and all these tips, I started a YouTube channel because I was like, look, I can help people. I want to help people because so many of us are struggling, and we're struggling with fear. We're struggling with anxiety. I mean, mental, like the talk of mental health and getting a therapist and all this, like, this is at an all-time high. Like, this is, and like taking antidepressants. And I mean, this is like all everyone talks about now, like struggling, just affliction after affliction. And all of this is like, so I just wanted to help people. I genuinely, and when I sit down, I'm saying, when I would sit down, that's what I wanted. I was like, I'm trying to knock some sense into you guys, right? Like, I'm trying to, but also whole time I was struggling myself too. Like, I didn't know, like, or I would think that I would know, but then I would find myself in that same predicament, that like whatever video I talked about that week, like the following week I was in the same predicament, like in that same scenario from that video, and there I was struggling. So it's like, wait, what? So I didn't blow up, even though I remember thinking, like, YouTube is just, it's the easiest way. Like, there is no failing in YouTube. Like, you literally blow up. Yeah, well, I didn't blow up. That was literally God. That was literally God. Like, that is not the way. That isn't the way, because I was just, what I was speaking about in those videos, like I said, my purpose was to help people heal. But the thing was that my childhood, like, I never loved myself. And so obviously I was like, well, the answer is I gotta love myself, because that's what people talk about as well. And that's what I got from watching so many YouTube videos, this knowledge I'm speaking of. Everything starts like that. It starts where it's like the seed planted, right, of like loving yourself. But that, for me, I would say quickly, it escalated to like me honoring my body, praising my body, praising myself, thanking myself. Like, I don't know if you guys have seen Snoop Dogg's speech. Like, I would literally not play it on repeat, but yeah, a couple of times I played it just to like amp myself up, because I'm like, you're right. Like, I'm doing this work, right? I'm doing this. I'm putting it on this effort, and and boasting myself up, inflating myself even more. I mean, through all of this, what I'm trying to say is, like, I was deceived. Like, I was literally, like, the first things that God showed me in the Bible was idolatry. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but worshiping, when you're worshiping other things that are not God. That was literally me. I mean, it was me worshiping this creature, and it was also me worshiping, like, the sun, thanking the sun, thanking the moon, thanking the trees, like thanking plants. I mean, thanking them for like strength, thanking myself, like wow, you really did this, you were tired but you did this, you stayed true to yourself, you stayed true to the vow you made to yourself. I thought I was still good, I was doing good, because what do people talk about in all the self-help videos? What do they talk about? They talk about how the number one thing that has helped them be a better person, be more positive, is to give thanks, gratitude, right? Gratitude is number one. And so I thought, as long as I'm giving thanks, like, I'm good and I'm doing good and I'm great and I'm being positive, right? So as long as I'm, giving things to plants, giving things to the sun, like, I'm good. They tell you God is in everything. God is in the sun, God is in the plants, God is in you. So it just makes sense that you worship you. I came across this book, I bought it off Amazon, and I mean, it, even when I was ordering it, I was like, should I? Like, because there was no author. Like, the author supposedly is an ascended master that he died. I don't know, but I order it because, so many comments, so many reviews on the book on Amazon are like, like, you need this, like, it's, and so I felt and I ordered it and I got it and I was reading it. And literally, I mean, it just gave you so many, but it was so many, it gave you so many affirmations, um, that it just like, how I see it is he was luring you in, with all this sweet talk, like, this is gonna help you with this and this is gonna help you with that, like, you. And I was like literally thirsty to read the book, because it was, I mean, it all sounded good. Get to the middle of the book and it comes to like one question where, I mean, it even, like, he even says, don't tell, like, you're getting to a point in your journey where, like, it comes down to one question, basically, like, you're gonna serve me, like, you're gonna serve, like, you're gonna believe in everything, that this book said, and you have to make a decision right now. And it also said, like, you can't tell anyone about this because they're not gonna get it. And I felt so much fear, I felt so convicted. I was like, I don't know, wait, what, like, wait. And I remember I was just in my bathroom, like, I was just reading this and it was like, you got to make a choice right now. I got so scared. I was like, why? When I started questioning, like, what do you mean I can't tell no one about this? Like, and I started like thinking about God, and I was like, wouldn't God want us to share the good word? Like, I that just came to mind. Like, I was like, wouldn't God want us to speak about like all the good things? Because the book did talk about God, right? The book did talk about God, but it it pointed more so to how we are God. Like, I am God. It pointed to that, like, because God is in me, so I am God. I got really scared and I was like, I mean, should I? I mean, maybe this fear is like, like, maybe I'm just like the whole, comfort zone thing, like, get out of your comfort zone and leap. And I was like, is this one of those situations when I'm like, I just need to get out my comfort zone and leap? But it was too heavy. The feeling was too heavy. I couldn't, like, I was like, curiosity was también a play in there. Like, should I just keep reading just to see? Like, I don't like, but God didn't let me fall. And that's literally my whole life story, that God never abandoned me. Like, this, the whole thing that I'm trying to get at is, the whole time I was deceived, the whole time I was lost, the whole time I was confused, the whole time I was filling with doubts, the whole time I was questioning everything, the whole time I was looking for guidance in YouTube videos, God never left me. He never left me. He was with me the whole time. Let's say you're walking through the mall with your child, and they show your child all these like shiny toys and all these like, oh, look at this little robot dinosaur, it moves and it roars. And the child, he doesn't know, and he sees it, and yeah, I want it, please, can we get it, can I have it? And you're like, no, we don't need this, you have enough toys. Like, you just keep pushing him along. And that's how, now looking back, I feel like that was how God was walking with me. Like I was like being deceived by so many things, and I was like, hey, is that the way? Like this is the way. This has to be the way. I remember, like seeing how people would read tarot cards on YouTube, and I was like, I could do that. I think I could do that. And when I would like see tarot card like to purchase them, I couldn't. I would never. I don't know. I mean, now I'm like, it was God. He didn't let me. He didn't let me fall. He didn't let me fall. Like I wanted to because I thought that was the way, but he like didn't let me fall. He didn't let me fall into that. And even with the YouTube channel that I created, God didn't let me fall. He didn't let me fall because yeah, in this on the surface, I wanted that channel to work because I wanted to build a community and I wanted to help others heal. But deep inside, my motives were really fame, recognition. I wanted that YouTube channel really for my glory, to praise me. I'm only making this video now because God told me to do it. I'm talking to everyone who is looking for answers, but I'm specifically talking to people that we justify being on YouTube because we're like, look, I don't have social media, I don't have Snapchat, I don't have Instagram, I'm not on TikTok like all these people. Like I'm literally just on YouTube. I'm literally just on YouTube, gaining knowledge, gaining wisdom, trying to be a better person, trying to be the best version of myself that I can be. But all of that is trying to lead you astray. Because again, who are we trusting in? We are trusting in other humans. Proverbs chapter 3, trust in the Lord with all your heart. On your own intelligence, do not rely. I mean, the verse makes it really clear to trust God with all your heart. So only trust God. It says, do not depend on your own intelligence. But I think that also means, I think it's obvious, if you're putting all your trust in God and you're not depending on your own intelligence, that you are also not depending on others' intelligence. Any question that you have, any doubt that you have, take that to God. Put all your trust in God. I know that the purpose of this video that God has put on me to make for you guys is to tell you guys to first, I mean, be mindful, be intentional with the videos that you are accepting to watch. And any question that comes up, any doubt, why is this person saying this? Or should I do this? This sounds like it could be for me. Ask God, trust God with all your doubts and all your questions. Go to Him. In my past YouTube videos, I would tell people like, cada quien su verdad. That everyone has their own truth, right? Like there's your truth and there's my truth. In that concept of everyone is entitled to their own truth, to their own, beliefs, and but then that truth becomes subjective. Like it's like an opinion, right? Like everyone can have their own opinion. Everyone can believe whatever they want to believe in. Like even right now, that as I'm like trying to make sense, it just doesn't make sense. How could we all be put on this earth and there's like everyone has their own truth, everyone was given their own unique truth? No, there is only one truth, and it is God. The whole time that I was praising the creature, the creation, instead of giving all the glory to Him, all the thanks to Him, worshiping Him, loving Him, glorifying Him, the whole time He was with me and He didn't abandon me. And so now I literally just want to talk about Him. I mean, I literally just want to speak about all the work that He has done in my life, about all the love. I want to tell you guys all about it. I want to remind you guys that He loves you. I know that you hear this, but literally take it to heart. He loves you. You are a child of His.